Alright guys, welcome to this in-depth meta-analysis, ban list, prediction / wishlist video.
He's only doing this because he got a haircut.
Yeah, I want to
He wanted to do that.
move
He's
my
just
hair.
doing that.
If you guys enjoy videos like this, make sure to subscribe, like and comment. Hit that notification. Wow.
Oh.
Incredible.
Oh,
That made really good content. Hit that notification bell and comment down below. You know, what do you think will happen in the March ban list? Because the meta game right now, it's really bad.
It's bad? Oh, you think it's bad?
I think it's bad.
Really?
It's getting bad. It was really good because it was really diverse, but now it's getting really bad because...
Oh, actually, yeah.
And I'll tell you why. We're going to start this list off, right? So for the ban section, right?
The ban?
Yeah, like just ban these, right? Like VFD. This is a card on everyone's please ban this card, right?
Virtual World Dragon.
True king of all calamities.
And VFD, I guess?
I still can't believe it's still at 3. Honestly.
Yeah, right? Like it's not even at 1. Like you have to out this mother 3 times. Right? And it just doesn't make sense and it's not healthy for the game because now every deck is starting to play like Cloud Castle and like Shen Shen is a generic 9.
Yeah.
Like there's so many generic synchro 9s that are easy to get into. Yeah, so you can't ban VFD without banning Zexal. Now, Zexal and VFD are basically both like, haha, you can't play the game, you know, type of cards. But at the same time, it's like, yes, like they are unhealthy for the game. But then, unless they're playing each other, then yeah, VFD and Zexal each other, goddammit. But just not me, because I play...
You play Zexal.
Not anymore.
Next one.
The next one is Ben 10. Now, a lot of people want to limit Ben 10 to 1, but that doesn't do anything. Correct. Like Drytron players are able to recur the Ben 10 1 to 3 to 5 times, right?
You can.
But technically the argument is like, I only need to stop the Ben 10 one time, right? But then like that'll just change the strategy of Drytron players where they bait out that hand trap or interaction and just play through it, right? Like, I feel like Ben 10 going to 1 just doesn't do much, right? Like, either just ban it or keep it at 3. But the way Konami does things is, like, they just reprinted Ben 10. Because, I mean, it needed a reprint. And the problem is this, right? Like, you made a card that can loop Ben 10, right? You made an archetype that can loop Ben 10. And then you reprinted Ben 10. It's not like they didn't know, right? Like,
oh, no.
Konami R&D had known that this was an interaction. Exactly. So at that point, it's like, okay, so then what do we do? Do we reprint it, let them enjoy for 3 months, and then just ban it outright? You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, like I don't really understand the thought process there, but what I think, prediction-wise, it'll most likely get banned. But I don't know. I mean, in terms of like wish listing, like I think going to 1 is fair because technically you only need to DD Crow it 1 time or cycle read it 1 time.
So you're basically saying she's a rebound chick.
Yeah.
She has to go.
That comes over and over again, and she has two. She has 2 sisters. They're triplets and they're all hot.
Natasha.
You know? Oh, and the older Natasha. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, which one's the 3rd one?
Huh?
There's a 3rd one?
No, because you play 3 Ben 10s and only 1 Natasha.
Oh, so you're just going off.
Yeah, it's the 3 hot sisters. You know what I'm saying?
The Natasha.
You know what I'm saying?
And Ben 10.
Yeah, so next on our... Let's move over to the limited section. Now, this section is really huge. I want to start with something, and it's not miscellaneous source, okay? Miscellaneous source can stay at 3. Okay. I'll be honest with you. The one card that needs to go to 1 in the Dino strategy is Fossil Dig.
I mean, yeah, it is pretty broken.
Like, it searches you everything. Like, it literally will search you everything, and like, it just gets the whole engine going, and it's not once per turn, right? Like, if you errated Fossil Dig to be once per turn, then sure. Yeah. But you can literally open 3 Fossil Digs and use all 3 Fossil Digs in 1 turn. Not that you're going to, because you only need 1 Fossil Dig to go into your Oviraptor, then to go into Miscellaneous Swords, then into your Animadorn, and then Animadorn gets you the pill. You know where I'm going. You've seen it a million times.
We get it.
All right. The next card on the limited list, Meltdown.
No, don't touch it.
Meltdown.
Do not touch it.
I've touched Meltdown. It's shaped like my butthole.
That is not correct.
So the Alistair engine, no one plays like pure Invoked, right?
Oh, no one. I don't think I've ever seen anyone play pure.
So technically, the Alistair engine, the splashable engine just gets smaller in the decks, right? Because like you're essentially doing like 1 Meltdown, 3 Alistairs, 2 Invocations. So it cuts the whole engine down by 2 cards, but then at the same time, you have set rotation and terraforming as well. So it's like, you technically still have 3 meltdowns, just not 5.
Why you gotta play my deck like that? You're making me sound mad toxic.
It's a 1-card engine that puts up a negate and then recurs you back your starter.
So?
And then recycles your fusion spell. Like it's broken. Like it doesn't sound broken. You're like, oh my god, meltdown gives you 1 negate, but there's like a lot of pluses that you get off that 1 meltdown, right?
Yeah, it's a 2-card.
Next card on my list is Electromite.
Pendulum best deck, let's go.
Now, we just got new heavy metal full support in Blazing Vortex. It wouldn't make sense not to bring Electromite back to 1. But at the same time, like the Electromite will bolster the pendulum strategy.
The pendulum strategy.
And I get that, but the pendulums aren't doing much right now anyway.
Why is your box?
Like it's not even in like top 64 in a 64 man event. Like that's a testament to how poor the representation pendulums have. Yeah.
Right now.
Right now. Currently as it stands, like the representation is horrid.
Yeah.
Right?
Horrid.
Like you have more Grand Maju players than Pendulum players. And Pendulum is an entire summoning mechanic. Grand Maju is just one dude.
One dude.
He's a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
Comment down below where what's
that.
Yeah,
if you know where that line is from, I'll send you something.
What?
I don't know.
Piece of your hair?
No. What? We ain't doing no voodoo shit on head-to-head battles.
God.
All right. Next card on the list is Firewall Dragon.
It recently got eroded.
Yeah, it's getting an errata.
Yeah.
It's getting an errata. But that set isn't coming out until after the ban list. It was supposed to be before the ban list.
Was actually.
But the set got pushed over. So
into April.
I can see Firewall Dragon coming back to even 3 with the errata.
3?
Yeah, because like I mean at 1 it was really bad because like it was loopable. But now that it has like that errata, it's not.
Yeah.
So whether it's at 1 or 3, we don't know yet. But by Konami standards, like we should put it back to 1, see how it does. Yeah. And then put it back to 2 and then 3.
Just put it back to 2.
But yeah, Firewall Dragon, the Ghost Rare is coming out in Ghost of the Past.
Yes.
We are selling Ghost of the Past over at our website. All the links are down in the description box down below. And so yeah, get yours while you can because they're sold out everywhere right now.
Actually sold out everywhere.
All right. The next card on my list is Mirage Stallios from Salamangreat. Salamangreat Mirage Stalio. Now, the Salamangreat strategy has evolved to not even like need Stalio. To be honest, like I don't think anyone misses Stalio.
I mean, you know, it still does some general, gameplay with.
Right. I mean, like, comment down below if you like miss Stalio or you enjoy like the new Salamangreat strategy that's available to you, as of making this video, right? Because I feel like going into the update jammer, into the code talkers, into access code, and just punching for game. I feel like it's a really fun strategy, and the Salamangreat strategy is still really good because you have Roar and Rage set with your Sunlight Wolf on the field. It does a lot, but you get Kaiju, your SOL. Next card on my list is Harp Horror. Now,
Harp Horror.
The Orcus strategy is clunky right now. Like it's missing so many cards. It's almost like it reminds me of Strikers.
Oh, they're just slowly
and like True Draco, right? Like they're just like slowly cutting parts of this engine until like it's just unplayable. Yeah. Even as an engine, right? Like pure Orcus and Orcus Strikers, Orcus Cyber Dragons, like these all used to be things, but like now no one is playing Orcus, right? Even with all the new Phantom Knight support and all these other extenders that like you could play in the Orcus engine, people are opting not to play because there's archetypes that are just better than the Orcus engine. Of course. Right?
No, I just remember because when we went to our first regionals,
everybody was playing. Everybody was playing.
That's what we were signing against for.
That's what I'm saying.
It's insane. And now it's just down to 0.
Yeah, because I mean the deck is really good, right? Because like being able to Dingirsu, being able to use all your Orcus monster effect, because Babel is a card. That card is broken. You have like your Crescendo and like just being able to go into Dingirsu and just sending. It's really huge, right? Because like technically speaking, Orcus have a generic out to like Dragoons and other types of boss monsters that not a lot of other decks have. Yeah. Right? I mean, I know Dingirsu is a generic 8, and you can make it, but no meta deck is doing like a rank 8 utility turbo type of situation, right?
Blue eyes.
I said meta deck. I said meta.
I'm gonna make it meta.
I'm sick.
Well, I want to go for this one.
Okay, go ahead.
I think it's an honorable mention though. We don't know yet.
Yeah, it's definitely a wish list.
It's my wish list.
Yeah, it's
Colossus.
It's Colossus.
No, because I know it's a walking drone lock, right?
Pretty much.
It is. It's just a walking drone lock, but
that can save itself over and over again.
well, yeah, if you have resources in the graveyard,
Which you always do.
Fine, but can you stop holding my wish list? But yeah, no, I think honestly, just back to one. I know it might be splashable in a lot of decks, and okay, fine, maybe it will make the meta very, very toxic.
Well, I mean, it's like this, right? Like, imagine like all your meta boards right now, plus a Colossus on it.
That's amazing.
Imagine Vanity's Fiend, Colossus, and a Herald with 4 negates.
Oh, that's amazing.
All right, let's imagine VFD, Chuche, Colossus.
Oh god.
All right, let's imagine Dragoons,
Okay.
Colossus, and Masterpiece. Yo, release the piece, baby.
I can't believe you don't have that on the list.
I can't. I'm gonna get too many downvotes.
Are you sure about that?
It's
Also,
broken. Yes. Also, yes.
Quick launch
Yes.
needs to go to 1.
Oh, quick launch.
It's a non-once per turn e-telly for dragon monsters.
You
Or
hate it?
for Dragon Link rather.
Oh my.
But now, I mean, now we have Arm Dragon Flash, but that's a once per turn. So like, it's fine. But imagine your Dragon Link player with 3 quick launches. Okay.
Okay.
3 Arm Dragon Flashes.
Okay. Okay.
And they have 12 starters. You essentially have 25 starters in your deck.
Yeah, but no one really plays Dragon Links right now.
No, but they recently topped an LCS or something.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
I thought it was dogmatic though.
They won, but I think.
Oh, we won.
Yeah,
we couldn't top.
But the it doesn't matter. The Dragon Link strategy is still really good.
Okay.
With Arm Dragon Flash, and then you're playing like 1 Arm Dragon level 3 or even 3.
Yeah.
Like the deck just has way too many starters. So let's go to this semi-unlimited list.
Well,
you added
it in there.
Yeah, Called by the Grave. It should be back to 3 because we don't have designated cross-out designator.
Not yet.
But I mean, I guess we'll put it back to 2 because that's more of like in line with what Konami would do instead of when putting it back to 3. But Called by the Grave, like it really hurt rogue decks because rogue decks, so you ash that first interaction, they'll pass. But then the thing is, it also really helps out like meta decks as well.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Because like if a meta deck can play through 2 hand traps and they have a Call by the Grave and you have 2 hand traps, they're still going full combo. So like that's the one downside to Call by the Grave being at 2 or 1. Like it is a double-edged sword. Like if you have it, you have it. If you don't, you don't. But if you do have it and your opponent doesn't, then you know you're definitely on the winning side of that interaction. All right.
Next on the list, we have
Diagram.
Oh, you added Diagram?
Yeah, like okay.
Diagram?
True Kings aren't doing anything. True Dracos aren't doing anything. Diagram could easily come back to 2 and be fine. Like the True Draco strategy has been hit so many times that like, holy, like it's hard to play the deck.
No, but you can still play it.
I mean, okay, you can still play Blue Eyes. That doesn't mean much.
No, I think it's still a pretty good control deck.
No, it is.
Yeah, I think
but like, it's a consistency issue, right? Like,
it is.
Diagram will help with that consistency, and I understand that like there are a lot of decks, like even True King Dinos, that can use Diagram back to 2. Neither of them have any sort of like what do you call that? Representation in the meta right now.
No, it doesn't.
You know, like will it bring back like an FTK? Maybe.
I think it will.
You know, but like, do FTKs ever top? No, they never do. It's a gimmick that you can you lose to generic staple hand traps.
Yeah.
So like at that point, it's like, all right, bring it back to 2. Let's just see what happened, right? It's not like Konami can't put out an emergency ban list. They do it all the time.
They do.
Right.
So for unlimited.
Yeah. So for the unlimited list, I think Destiny Hero Malicious can come back to 3.
Can?
Yeah, like I know there are a lot of like warrior loops that you can do with Malicious, but like mutants aren't doing anything, heroes aren't doing anything, dark warriors aren't doing anything. Like
I feel like this video is just for you to bash other decks.
I'm not bashing it. It's just it's literally it's an in-depth meta discussion, right?
Orchid doesn't do anything. This doesn't.
I mean, they don't. I mean, as it currently stands. But if they get these cards back, like will that change.
Yeah, but I think you are right. The meta right now, even though I'm not much of a competitive player like Susu, it is kind of boring because, you know, obviously all I see is Drytrons.
Right,
Virtual
Drytrons,
worlds,
Invokes,
no.
Dogmas,
That's fine.
and all this other nonsense, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, like I think what we listed out so far, like up to here, it will definitely bring the meta back to
Diversify.
very
Diversify,
diverse. Oh, you know, maybe we'll see some masterpiece play.
Release the piece.
Masterpiece plays.
All
But
right.
yes, go on.
So the next card on my list is True King's Return.
Okay, wow. Yeah.
Now this is
I
a
get
trap card.
Yeah.
That went from 1 to 2,
Mhm.
and it's still doing nothing. Next card on my list, or our list is rather, is Maxi. I
Which we
feel
could
like
not pull.
yeah, Maxi I think is a card that keeps the meta in check, right?
Oh, so
Because like imagine you Maxi a Drytron player, right? Let's say you open Droll and Maxi.
Droll and Maxi.
Right, so and let's say you Droll them and they negate with orange.
Oh yeah.
And then you Maxi,
Yeah.
they probably won't want to continue their turn. Like Maxi is a card that if you have it, you have it. And I know the OCG has it. I'm not sure like what it's at. Editing
they do
Susu
have-
will put it up on the screen.
they do.
But they do have Maxi, and like no one, like there's no outrage in the OCG about Maxi. Like I don't know why NA players have to be like, oh no, Maxi, no, like you could have Maxi. I feel like we could have Maxi back to 3 for a format and see how it performs, right? Because like in theory, on paper it does a lot, but that's any card. Like on paper, any card is freaking amazing.
Of course.
But like how does it interact with the format is something that we need to really think about when we do stuff like this, right?
Yeah.
The last card on our list is Red MD. After the errata, it's fair,
It's fair.
and it's high key, kind of bricky if you're playing at 3. So I think most players will opt to play it at 1. I know technically it could be a starter, but that means you need a dragon monster on the field to banish or field a graveyard. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, editing season
will put it out there, but even at 3, like, I don't think players will play 3. I'm like almost sure that they'll play 2 or even keep it at the 1. I just think
it's not like a game changing.
Yeah, I think it'll just be too clunky at 3 to begin with. But that's our ban list for March.
Yeah.
Our predictions and wish list.
Yeah.
And kind of like our in-depth meta analysis. Like little bits in here. If you like videos like this, make sure to let us know in the comment section down below so we can do more of these type of videos. And as always, guys, make sure to subscribe, like and comment, and hit that notification bell so we can fulfill our goal of one day buying a house with Yu-Gi-Oh cards, right?
Not a Barbie house, a real house.
A real live house.
A real house.
Where we can have content creators come, shoot videos, where the fans can come, have meet and greets, have locals, have live tournaments there. See if we can have Konami let us host regionals there.
That'd be awesome.
That's how big this place is gonna be. All right, guys. So help us along our goal by liking this video and sharing this video. And yeah, we freaking love you guys. This is Susu from HeadtoHead Battles.
Signing
Signing out.